Good morning and welcome to BOTB HQ in Parsons Green, South West London. My name is Christian Williams, the presenter here at BOTB. And we're here this morning to judge the latest Superdrives competition, which ran from the 8th of March to the 4th of April 2021. And just before I hand over to the lawyer, it is an awesome prize up for grabs. This one, the North Coast 500 Adventure. So let's now pass over to Hannah Kent from Onside Law, who will oversee the proceedings this morning.
My name is Hannah Kent from Onside Law and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditing company Azets. I would now like today's judges to introduce themselves and using the secure link provided, mark on the screen where they think the centre of the ball should be. The group will then come to a final panel decision.
Good morning, my name's Matt Cannon. I'm a senior county referee and footballer and we start playing football last Saturday.
Hi, my name is Matthew Ray. I've affiliated in multiple counties across England, currently in Gloucestershire, and I've refereed from grassroots through to professional academies.
Good morning, my name's Hugh Gilroy. I'm a referee, mentor, tutor and observer.
Judges, please now come to a final panel decision. For your reference, the larger white cross is the calculated average of the three individual selections.
Thanks, Hannah. Hi again, guys.
Hi.
Yeah.
So obviously there's three players in shot and there's a bit of a crowd in the background. Guy's got his hand up to his face. It's a bit sunny. The ball appears to be in the middle of the player in yellow and the blue and white player on our left, with the player in the background just on looking. I took a bit of a view from his perspective, but I'm looking at this eye. I've gone obviously slightly to the right. I just thought with that particular eye there, this one here, he was just looking further down, but that's just my own opinion. And the player in blue, we've got one good eye and then the other one slightly obscured with a shadow. We've got a narrower band coming down from him, with me slightly over to the right as we're looking at it. So I thought it looked possibly a bouncing ball, or someone had played a ball over to the player in yellow, because he's facing the direction of where I think the ball's coming in. But Matthew, you're just ever so slightly up here. I highlighted yours. How did you see this?
Yeah, obviously one good eye per player. I haven't really taken the player at the back into account. I feel the player in blue is almost looking at us, looking into the screen. So it's quite tricky to place the trajectory. I've just had to go with the angle of his head, angle of his eye. I don't think he is looking down, but he's almost looking that 3D view, It helps to have the player in yellow looking across, and I just feel from angle of his head, and yeah, that his left eye as well. He's just looking ever so slightly higher than you've probably got it,
yeah.
And just come across and placed it there.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And Hugh, I'll highlight yours. You're here. You're just below Matthew's. How did you see this shot and what was happening?
Yeah, quite similar for me. Just obviously, I think it's in the foreground between them, so it's not as close to either of them as it looks. But yeah, I didn't take anything from the third player kind of in the background. I think he's on looking. He's not going to challenge for it. But both of the two players kind of closest to us, the blue on the left and the yellow on the right, I think are going to challenge. I just felt, yeah, I agree with Matt. The yellow player's eye for me was looking over where we've put it, not quite as steeply down.
If I remove mine and it brings it into yours, that's the centre. What would be the centre of the ball? I mean, I have gone lower, and I've really taken this player's eyes as a true look down. So it's really whether we keep me in or remove me. So if I again show that average there, and I'll highlight that as the center of the ball, and then I will remove myself and have the center of the ball here. So it's really you guys to decide whether my choice is removed and it brings it up into the middle of yours here, or as an average, does it look better that it's brought down, which is more in line with Hugh's choice, but sort of balance between me and Matthew. So Matthew, what's your opinion of this?
Yeah, for me, Matt, I think it looks better with yours in. You know, I think looking at the context of the play and how both players are looking on, I think it probably does sit better, slightly more central between the two of them, because I don't think there's a main protagonist here.
No.
You know, I think sitting between the two works quite well. So I'd be happy to keep you in, actually. Yeah.
Thank you. And I think you pointed out quite rightly that it's in the foreground a little bit. The yellow players sort of tilted around a little bit. So Hugh, I'll come to you.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I think sitting between them sits better for me. Although I think the player in yellow's eye line is in that position. I think it's better the average to come central and take all three. And with that as the average, yours still touches it, which we've always used as the measure. You know, so it does still. It's not an unrealistic position because I can see what you've got there, and it does touch for the circles. I think it makes sense from both sides.
Thank you very much. So Hanno, after a good discussion, we decided to proceed with the average as shown on the big white cross, with the three choices still remaining.
Okay, thank you. If you're all happy, then please click submit. Thank you, judges. The coordinates selected are 1752 and 1658. That concludes the judging process. Thank you.